Hi friends, my name is Maylin and welcome back to my channel. I am a flutist, music teacher, and performer located in the city of Toronto, Canada, and this is my series where we learn how to play the flute from scratch. So thank you so much for joining me here again today. So in this video, we're going to be doing 2 different duets, so it's going to be really fun. I hope you enjoy it, and again, if you have any questions or anything, feel free to drop them in the comment section down below. Also, if you do have issues practicing or you need something to help motivate you, please feel free to check out my free practice guide with the link in the description also. Alright, so thank you so much, and let's just get right into it. As usual, same book, not even gonna mention the name. This time in this video we'll be going from page 13. So on page 13 we have 2 different duets. So one, it's literally just called Duet, and then the second piece is called Air de Buffon. So we're going to go through first the duet. How I'm going to do this is I'm going to teach you your part first. So we're going to do the clap and count, we're going to do the listen and everything like that, and then I'm going to include the teacher part so that you can have them together. Let me know if you'd like me to do a part where it's both at the same time. I haven't yet been able to try it, so I think this might be a good opportunity now that there's so much time that I'm at home. So please let me know if that's something you would like. Okay, so page 13, here we go. So we hear at the side here we have pupil and teacher, so that means pupil, you're going to be reading the top line. And notice that there are 2 staffs there, so and you can see that they're both attached by the one line, so that means they're meant to be played at the exact same time. Okay, so let's see here, we have slowly, so we got to make sure it's a nice slow tempo, and the time signature is 4/4, so as we know it means 4 quarter notes per bar. Okay, and we don't see anything too tricky. We do see that new note C come up quite a few times, especially right at the beginning as well. So I think that's gonna be it. Let's see how it goes. We're gonna first do our clap and count. All right, so we're gonna take a nice slow tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So again, if you have any issues reading the notation, feel free to jot it down on a notepad or something in front of you, just so you can have those notes, so it's easier for you to read. Okay, so let's see if we notice any patterns as well. So let's take a look. So something that I noticed actually is that it's pretty much repeating the second time. So we have those first 4 bars, that first line, and if you take a look at the second line, it's pretty much the same thing. The only thing that changes is that last measure. So instead of playing C to a G, the 2 half notes, at the end you'll actually be playing a whole note, which is a C. Now that we've done the count and clap, we're going to do the listen. Alright, and make sure that you take notice of where the breath marks are. If you can't quite reach them yet, that's okay. Try and mark in where you're actually taking breaths. It's always good to figure out where you want to plan your breaths. And then also make sure you take a notice at where all the ties are, if there's any ties, and if there are any slurs as well. Alright, so I'm going to count us in, and then you can take a listen yourself. So again, this is for the pupil part. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, take your time with this. If you feel like you're stumbling over things, remember to go down and micromanage. So take it apart from the smallest amount, so taking 1 note and then 2 notes, 3 notes, 4 notes, just like we did before in the last few videos. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm gonna play the teacher part for you. So again, I'm going to count us in. And then what you can do is once you're comfortable with your part, then try playing on top of this part. So then you'll get the full duet. Okay, so I'm going to take that same tempo. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that should be really fun to play. And feel free to do it a few times just to see how comfortable you can get with it. It should be really, really lovely. I really like this duet. Okay, so now we're going to be doing the same thing with the second duet right underneath it. So I'm going to pop it up right here. All right, so Air de Buffons, 16th century. So the tempo is moderato. And in brackets, it has a translation there. So moderato is one of the Italian terms that you'll see a lot. And it just means at a moderate speed. So maybe like a nice comfortable walking speed. That's a good way to kind of figure that out. Again, we have the 2 lines there. So they have the first one, it doesn't say pupil, but it implies pupil because the second line says teacher. Let's take a look here at our time signature again. So C, let's see if you can remember what C means. And if you don't, the reminder is C equals common time, which is 4/4. So 4 quarter notes per every measure again. Okay, so I think that's about it. Let's do our clap and count. So I'm going to take a little bit faster than the last duet. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, very good. And then before we do the listen, we're going to take a look and see if we can find any patterns. Okay, so take a look and see if you can see anything that looks the same. So what I see is I can see the first and the second measures are the same as the 5th and the 6th measures. So you can see that they have exactly the same notes and exactly the same duration. It changes very so slightly on that 3rd measure. So instead of it going back to, so we have B, A, B. Instead of going back to B in the second time, it goes B, G, A. So there's a little bit of difference there. And then of course it ends on 2 different notes. So instead of an A, it ends on a G. Okay, perfect. So now we're going to do the listen. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, very good. And again, approach it in a very similar manner to how you did the duet previously. So anything that you feel like you're not so comfortable with, do it over a few times, and again, start small and then slowly expand until you feel a lot more comfortable with it. Okay, so now I'm going to be doing the teacher's part. Feel free to play over this a few times again, just like you did with the last duet. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed playing through both of these duets with me today. I know I had a lot of fun doing this. Again, let me know if you would like me to do a video series where I do all the duets, so I do both the parts so you can hear it in its totality before playing over my part, the teacher's part, I mean. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section down below. Also, if you do have issues practicing, check out my free practice guide, also linked in the description. And now that I have more time since I'm at home, you can definitely check me out for some online lessons. So you can check that out at www.maylinjenkins.com. And then I also have my Facebook and everything there. So I'm keeping everyone posted with what I'm doing, being quarantined here at home. So thank you so much, everyone, and happy fluting!